Hey everybody, today is Monday, December 9th, and you know what that means.
Information on celebration.
We're running late a little bit tonight because we were having some technical difficulties and trying to download some videos that I'm hoping I get to show you tonight because there's so much going on in this cool town that Disney built. And so, as many of you know, every Monday night, typically it's 7 o'clock instead of 7:14, we come to you live from the Near Disney YouTube studio, which is located right here in Celebration, Florida. And my name is Kim Hawk. I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, but most importantly tonight, I'm known as one of the founding residents of this town. My family are residents here. And so I'm so excited every week when I can kind of capsulate some things that have been happening lately and coming up. And boy, was there a lot going on in this town. I am super excited. So let me know where you're watching from. Some of you are residents just wanting to make sure that you're staying in the know of what's going on so you don't miss things. Some of you are thinking about moving to our town. And as you might know, I have a real estate office with some Realtor Dream Team members that I'm very proud of that know this town like the back of their hand too. And we would love to help you. My number is 407-808-9845. But let's see if I can figure out this system to give some shout outs to some folks. I first wanted to give a big shout out to Omar, who is with overtheedgeglobal.com. Hey, Jim, happy Monday. Denver checking in for maybe the last time. I know, I can't wait for you to get here. I'm so excited. I've been talking with Sue about all the fun stuff that's going on with you guys. I love it. I love it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you. So some of the shout outs that's going on. So for those of you, even if you don't live in Celebration, downtown Celebration, the town that Disney built. Hey, Elijah. Elijah, the Prince of Real Estate, is watching. He does such a great job. You guys, I'm telling you what, if you have the opportunity to work with him as a realtor, that's a real treat. So this last week and this upcoming week, just any of these weeks, especially going all the way up until the end of this month, I don't think you're going to find many cities, many towns that are going to have as many cool things going on as Celebration. And I wanted to announce tonight too, there's something brand new that's coming to the town of Celebration. And it's brought to you by the Near Disney YouTube channel. So let me go ahead and talk about that. We're looking for singers. We're looking for people that want to be in the choir. We're going to be doing an event in downtown Celebration for the first time ever, December 21st. That's a Saturday. We've got about 300 seats that are available. We're doing in conjunction with a new church that's in town with the King's Church that's starting to meet in the Celebration High School. And there's going to be Christmas caroling going on. And we've got some special music that's planned. And it's also going to be a candlelight service. That's December 21st, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in downtown Celebration. Everybody's welcome. I do encourage you, though, if you want to come, text me at my number, 407-808-9845. Let me know how many seats you're looking for. It's free. We are looking to ask people if they would be able to. It's not a must. But if you're able to bring an unwrapped toy, for the kids with Embrace. And as many of you might know, we talk about that quite a bit. Embrace is an organization that's trying to get their arms around the kids that are up and down 192, staying in the motels or homeless and that type of thing. And we just want to make sure that they have a good Christmas too. And the People of Celebration in particular have adopted that group with Bettina. And so that's December 21st. So if you're available, we're probably going to rehearse with the choir at around 4 o'clock that day, Lakeside. But I would like to know how many seats you might want. We will hold those seats for about until 20 minutes until the presentation. So figure you got to be there around 6:40 p.m. And really, it's going to be great. If you've ever sang Christmas carols around Christmas time with 300 people with the candlelight, which, by the way, I love the fact that Dr. Gammons, the pastor, said, we can't have them holding candles where the wax is dripping, because I'm used to doing that at the end of a service instead of at the very beginning of a service, because I know people can get, the wax going and burning and stuff. And he said, you know what? There's battery operated candles. Hey. So he's going to the expense to provide those. We've had quite a few people sign up to be in the choir. We've had quite a few people that specialize, especially in Christmas music. We've got Tom Atkinson, who is an incredible trumpet player that's going to be playing some Christmas music at the beginning and the end as well. Hey there. Hi, Kim. Cheers from Miami. Love celebration. Oh, I'm so good. And Mancorn. I love your Mancorn. So nice to have you watching the show as well. Check out Downtown Celebration. Maybe you can come in, on the Bright Line. Rod and I did that just recently for his birthday. We took the Bright Line from Orlando all the way down to Miami. It was great. It was great. Didn't have to be in traffic. I was able to get some work done. We did a little cruise. We tried we tried Virgin Cruise Line for the first time because we're doing some videos with regard to the difference between, say, Disney and Virgin and, all the big cruise lines that are out there, which ones we prefer and stuff. So anyway, stay tuned for that for an upcoming show as well. Well, this past weekend, Omar, who I was starting to talk about before, he had such an incredible fundraiser, and it was at the Malaya. When you first come into Celebration, there's a wonderful hotel that a lot of times people forget about because some people say, is there short-term rentals in Celebration? No, with the exception of the Malaya. Malaya will allow you to rent for up to 6 months, one day shy of 6 months. And they have either like the 1-bedroom suites with the attached living room with a mini kitchenette, or a 2-bedroom suite. It's very, very nice, very cozy. They have great transportation into the parks. They've got some very nice amenities there, swimming pool, nice restaurant, bar, all that kind of good stuff. So Omar with Over the Edge, I want to know, do any of you guys out there watch any reality TV? Like Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge, let me see who else participated. World Wrestling Federal, the wrestlers, some of those top names. If you're not familiar with the TV shows, but you might be familiar with some of the names, like Boston Rob, he was on the show. It's just a ton of personalities that have a platform. And those platforms, what they did was they asked for people to donate to causes, to good charitable causes. And then they all gathered here in Celebration. It was sold out because what happened then was they had them stay at the Malaya, and then they had them line up for, autograph signatures. They also had them rappel off the building, I think. They then were like compete with one another to raise the most money for their different charities. Well, don't you know, I want to say it was at least $150,000 that was raised. That's pretty good. That's really good. And they were very good, fun-spirited people. I want to see if I can share this screen. Let's see if this will work so that you can meet. There's a gentleman by the name of Tucker that was on Big Brother. That's the Big Brother that just came off. And I think he won America's Most Favored personality there, and you can see why. Let's see if I can get him up on the screen. Okay, let's see. Don't even get me started. My pleasure. Thank you all for donating. We're in the top 10 most donations. Let's go. Very good. So anyway, does anybody recognize Tucker? He has that fun. They did like a 70s themed dress type of thing, but he was just very high spirited, very great producer for the charities. And so I wanted to show you that will happen again next year. The thing is, you really have to be one of the first people to sign up for it because it sells out so fast. It sells out so fast. So stay in touch with overtheedgeglobal.com. I'll try to talk about it again next year, about a month or so before it happens. So hopefully you will not miss out on that. All right. So let us share. Whoops. Da-da-da. Didn't want to lose you there. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. So I know that if you haven't been around the last couple of years, one of my favorite things that happens in town is with Community Presbyterian Church. And I wanted to give a shout out because, I was part of Compres for 25 years. Hold on one second. And let's see if we can find this. Yes, there we go. So there's 3 angels that I absolutely love. That's Kathleen O'Leary, and we've got Christina, and we've got Sarah, and they're angels getting ready for, there we go. They're getting ready for an event that they call the Bethlehem Experience, the Bethlehem Experience. And that, once again, is going to be at Community Presbyterian Church that is located at 511 Celebration Avenue. And they've got everything from live animals to beautiful singers to the story of Christmas coming out. And so when you drive past that church, you will see that there's a lot of activities that are happening. And it takes a mini army in order to put on that program. And it's free for everybody to go to. So that is coming up Friday and Saturday. And I would say it's a do not miss. Don't miss that. Okay, so we just talked about something that just happened this last week, something that's coming up this week. And so what else should we report on? Let us tell you about, let's see, let me get this screen stopped and tell you about so much. When your computer crashes a minute before you're supposed to go on, it's kind of unnerving a little bit, right? So anyway, I'm pulling stuff up as fast as I can for everybody, but I can tell you there's a lot of great content that we need to talk to you about. Okay, so this property, this actual promotion, where we go? There we go. So on December 19th, there's going to be an event, the holiday concert featuring Christmas with the Celts, and that's 7 p.m. December 19th. That's a private resident only, and it's brought to you by Island Village Celebration Mattamy Homes. And that concert area is located, is located back behind the library. Hey, Elijah, thank you. Doing great. I appreciate it. So Elijah knows all the bells and whistles that you have to touch in order to make this show go. But right behind the library, that is where we call it the community field, and that's where that concert's going to occur. So please make sure that you possibly attend that. And like I said, don't forget on December 21st, that is the Saturday before Christmas, that is going to be the celebration candlelight and Christmas caroling event brought to you by the Near Disney YouTube channel, along with King's Church. And we've got, oh my gosh, we've got a 12-year-old that's going to be singing Mary Did You Know? That's just going to blow your socks off. I can't wait to hear her. So lots of good stuff. And don't forget to check Near Disney YouTube channel because we've got videos. We've been doing videos on what Christmas looks like in downtown Celebration. You guys, if you haven't been here, there's a huge Christmas tree right on Market Street. And then they have an area where you can go ice skating in Florida. So you know what kind of ice skating that is, but you'll get the effect of that. They've got Cinderella's carriage that you're able to rent and ride around town. I think for up to 4 people, it's $75. They have a train that you can get on, a little train. It's like $7 a person. They have the Disney carolers, a cappella singers walking around, the ones that are from Epcot, from the America's Pavilion, doing an incredible job. Santa's workshop, so you can see Santa. There's nights where you can bring your pet and see Santa and get your pet in there with a photograph. They have like a small Christmas village type of thing where you can get some really nice Christmassy type of foods. Don't forget Market Street Gallery, which has got some incredible. Don't let me be gone for too long. Let me see if I can. Well, I better not. I'll show you next week. We got something really fun from Market Street Gallery as we're preparing for a couple holiday parties that we've got. My husband has his Christmas party one night, and my Christmas party for my dream team is the very next night. And so we got a special kind of tabletop thing just to be fun and festive. And boy, you will find that at Market Street Gallery. They have so many great things. Speaking of Christmas festivities and when to give shout outs, I want to give a shout out to the Celebration Foundation. Last weekend, I had the honor of representing one of the houses. I want to say they had about 13 homes in the holiday home tour. They do that every year. It was initiated by the Celebration Women's Club that I'm a part of. So those of you who are looking to move here know that there's a Celebration Women's Club, there's a Celebration Foundation, there's a group that plays bunco. There's everything possible for you to get tapped into, because we have celebration Facebook groups, one of which is the Celebration Porch, Porch. We're administrators of that. So if you're interested in learning more about celebration that way, feel free to ask for an invite on that. And you would find out that this holiday home tour was a huge success. I was there Sunday, I want to say from 12:30 to 4. And I would say, no joke, 350 people must have walked through that house at least just in the time that I was there. It was Saturday and Sunday. They only charged $25, and you get to see the most incredible homes. And the people, Helena and Ron Simler, the dedication that you put behind getting your house ready so that people can walk through it. And she was so lovely. And Ron, they were both in the house at the same time, talking about where they got some of the items. One of their favorite artists actually lives in Celebration. Her name's Holly Adler. If you've ever seen Kurt Adler nutcrackers, they are the most gorgeous nutcrackers I've ever seen. Once again, you can buy those at Market Street Gallery and some other locations. But it was a really beautiful thing. Holly came to the house and walked in and saw so many, Helena's a collector, and to see her smile, to see, somebody out there is collecting her stuff. I buy at least 2 of those a year for gifts for people. My husband loves them. Yvonne, who is a Disney executive, she loves them. So I'm always buying those too. Not to the extent of what Helena's got. Helena had about 150 of nutcrackers throughout the house. So we called it the Nutcracker House, but it was just a real joy. And I want to thank, I know Lori transformed her home on East Lawn. If you got a chance to see the East Lawn home, she brought a professional decorator in that does a lot of celebrities' homes. So they were really serious about doing something that would raise money. And the Celebration Foundation, what they do, anytime that you sell a house here, it's about $400 or so that you contribute to the foundation. And that foundation is helping anything from scholarships for students that are here to the elderly community. They have so many great organizations that they contribute to. Well, anyway, that's enough of my talking. Any questions so far? Any questions? Yeah? No, I'm just seeing a lot of love. I see a lot of love, and I appreciate it. Well, one of the things that you guys ask me for every week, which is probably one of the most important things, is how is the real estate market doing here? I've been doing this show for over 2 years every week. Elijah and myself have been doing the show. And so we really have our fingers on the pulse of what's going on in the town that Disney built. So what I do is I show you a snapshot of what's been going on the last 7 days in the market, 7 days in the market. And I can get a feel like, oh, this is a light week. This is a strong week. We have too much inventory. We don't have too much inventory. So what I do is I share my screen with what is going on with MLS as of right now. This is hot off the press kind of stuff. There we go. I want you to see that this is a real deal as of the moment. That's what's going on. And then Dee, my YouTube producer, asked me to blow my face up a little bit so that you can really see my mouth as I'm talking to give you more detail. So as of today, December 9th, 2024, there are only 90 total listings in Celebration, and that's everything from condos to high-end estates. That is very, very low. If you've been watching this show, I will tell you, in the normal days, we would have 440 listings. So for it to only be 90, I can tell you that inventory is super low. Why? People don't like to leave Celebration. There's been a lot of beautiful things about Celebration that people have realized, especially after the pandemic. Things like our power lines are underground. We've never lost power during a hurricane. The hurricanes take a while in order to come inland. So those people that are moving to Florida and they say, I'm worried about hurricanes, that's an objection that just goes out the window, right, for Celebration. Communication is really good here. We have, like I said, all of those front porch, back porch, Celebration porch Facebook groups that we're constantly communicating, telling people if there's something new. If you like anything from, you want to know if there's a dog trainer that's in town. Yes, there is. We also have a dog park. Or if somebody were to say, hey, is there a social club? Yes, there's a social club that's been active. I want to say they have 800 members. Are you part of a running club? Yes, the Celebration Brewing Company, they meet, I think, every Tuesday now. And I want to say over 200 runners have shown up at one time. So you're going to meet a lot of people that have similar likes, right? So because of that, unless somebody passes away or somebody has a job transfer that they go, it's very, very, very rare that I ever see somebody want to put their house up on the market and sell. If they're selling, many times it's just to move around Celebration. That's what Rod and I did. We've been here for the 28 years, and I want to say we've had 7 or 8 homes that we've moved to. Just moved around, kind of want to get a vibe of what does the main village feel like compared to East Village, compared to like South Village, all that kind of stuff. Because we reference things in Celebration as villages. The closer you are to the main part of downtown Celebration, that's the main village. But like my girlfriend Amy, who's getting ready to open up a really cool ice cream parlor, is going in Island Village, and that is the newest section of Celebration. And she's going to be right beside a new taco place. There's an excellent, probably my favorite coffee shop ever. It's called Coffee for the Soul. That's right beside her. There's an old time barber type of thing that's right there too. So we have all these beautiful pockets of living, and you're going to have different experiences with different sections of Celebration. And there's about 14 to 15,000 people that live here now when you take everything in total. So let's talk about what's going on with the market. Okay, so this is MLS. This is the multiple listing service for Central Florida. I just told you that there's 90 listings total for the entire market. And then what I'm seeing, I'm going to count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 new actives, everything from $325,000 condo, which I want to highlight here and then the most expensive that we're seeing, let's get this up higher, is $3.25 million for a house in Arbor. But this is a listing that Elijah has, and it is on the first floor. And this property is 2-bedroom, 1 bath of 1,066 square feet, and it's really well done. They've renovated it. They have a fairly new AC system on it, easy to get in and out of. I really like the Georgetown condos because they have access to a clubhouse privately to them with a beautiful swimming pool, fitness room, tennis courts, and it's easy in and out for the airport. And their monthly fees are very low. For a condo, $447.70. That's some of the lowest that you will find in Celebration. And this one also has like a little bonus sunroom off of it. The price on it is $325,000, and that will be one of the least expensive properties that you will find in town. So let's go back to the full report. Here we go. And you'll see that I said up to 2.5 million. 2.5 million. And then what I'm seeing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pending properties, 4 pending. And then I'm seeing three sold, 3 sold. So I will say that there's more actives that came on the market than has gone off of the market this week. So we did tick up just a little bit to 90, but 90 is still very, very low. So there were 13 touch points, and I appreciate it. I remember Jim, I remember you watching the show the other day saying, what is the touch point? So the touch point is how many new things are touching our MLS, how many things have gone under contract and pending, and then how many things have sold. And so I'm excited to report too, we have a property on Mulberry that will be pending tonight, and that's a main village house, about $1.25 million. So there'll be another property going off of the market. As far as what you might be seeing in the neighborhood tomorrow, Elijah and Virginia, our Cinderella on my team, we co-captain a Celebration Realtor caravan. So you're going to see a lot of realtors going around looking at some listings together. So if you're driving through town, all of a sudden you see 30 cars trying to park in one area, that's your local realtors that are trying to keep up the market, know what's available, walk through the homes, talk to us and say, hey, I think I might have somebody for your property. I think it's a great thing. We've been doing this for a decade, but it's normally the second Tuesday of the month. And so we will be out and about doing that. So if you have anything that you're looking for and you're not finding it on MLS, please call or text me, 407-808-9845. A lot of my job behind the scenes is finding exactly what you're looking for. And so because I've been here for so long, if something's not on the market, there's many times that I can pick up the phone, call somebody I know and say, hey, are you happen to be interested in selling right now? And so we do a lot of our sales that way. It's just having that product knowledge. So that's why I want to give the shout out to all of those realtors. They're just not on my team. There's probably over 10 different groups that show up for the Realtor Caravan. And so we get to see them tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. I really am. I appreciate all their efforts of what they do. All right. Any questions? No, I'm just seeing a lot of thumbs up. I appreciate all the thumbs up. Is everybody getting ready for Christmas? How many days do we have? And happy Hanukkah, right? Yeah, exactly. Happy Hanukkah. All right. Okay. Well, if there's no questions, please be sure to check out on Wednesday night, 7 p.m., my Realtor Dream Team, and they have their show. They talk about the 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. And they have such great content. I learn about so many things through them. And then on Friday, we do an evergreen show. I think maybe you might have seen last Friday, we were able to showcase the top 12 towns near Disney that were the most proactive, most active as far as sales in 2024. So we're announcing that they're the most busy, or rather the most attractive towns for 2025, obviously. And so I want to say thank you to Dee Bellavati for providing that video to us. Okay, everybody's just saying hi and Merry Christmas. I appreciate that, and Happy Hanukkah to those, everybody. All right, well, thank you again so much for watching. Please subscribe and like to the Near Disney YouTube channel. If you want to, you can always go to our website to www.celebrationhomesales.com, celebrationhomesales.com, and that will allow you to pull up any inventory that's available anywhere in Central Florida. Because like I said, we're also very happy to show you things outside of Celebration. This just happens to be our Monday night show dedicated to Celebration Florida. All right, guys. Well, have a great evening.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.